Hello, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. So if you'd like to find any of those creators, that's how you do it. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that's a good start for Capricorn. This is looking pretty good to start with. What's about this? The energy's really good. This ending has got me wondering if that's maybe a good card for you too. Coming into it, you got the workaholic with creation with the Two of Wands. Excuse me. The situation, you got creation though with workaholic. Like it's almost like it was either a project or a situation or something you wanted to happen, and you made it happen. You chose. It took you a minute to decide whether to do it or not. Then it took you a minute or so to decide who's going to be a part of it. But whatever you chose to do, you created it yourself. You put a lot of effort into it. Could be a side project, could be a work thing, could be a family thing. Whatever it was, though, you flat out chose it, created it, put all the work into it, chose who's going to be a part of it, who's not going to be a part of it, when's it going to happen, what's going to happen when we do it. You had control of the whole thing. And when I'm getting this, you pulled other people in, and some of them were a little bit difficult. Some of them you had to work with because you have grief into here. Because some people didn't like how you did things, but this was your ball. This was your situation. This was your party, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you were making, this was totally under your control. So it was kind of like, excuse me. It's kind of like how you want to do it is how it's going to have to be done. Like there was some pushback, but not enough in the sense of like it didn't really derail anything. People tried to move things around a little bit for you. They're like, I think it would be better this way, and you're like, no, this is how I'm doing it. Yeah, but I think nope, this is how it's going. And you got the acceptance here. Like people didn't push back very often, and when they did, they didn't they backed off and they did what you wanted to do. It was kind of like, no, this is what I'm creating. This is what I've decided to do. We're doing it my way. Thank you for your input, but no. And it went your way. The first card, the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like, but this feels like it's talking about what you wanted worked out the way you wanted it to. It doesn't feel like going forward. It feels more going back. It feels like things worked out because it's face down, and I'm feeling like the way this is feeling to me, I'm using the word feel a lot here. It did work out, but it's based more on the past than the future. It's kind of like this is what you wanted to create, this is where you wanted it to go. Based on your efforts, this is what happened. I don't really feel it reaching into the future, though. Even though it's a pentacle feel, and pentacles usually keep going, I'm not really feeling it. I'm feeling like this is talking about everything leading up to this moment. And I'm getting you're very happy about this. You got the Joy card. Very happy about this. This is a great thing. I don't know why we're coughing all of a sudden, but here we go. People seem to be also acknowledging that the way you wanted it to get done, it worked out great. The payoff is perfect. It worked out exactly the way you wanted it to, but they're happy too. They're like understanding how your whole plan came together at this point. They're understanding why they wanted to do it this way a little differently and you said no. And they wanted to do it that way a little differently and you said no. Now they're understanding like, oh, I see how this all adds in. I see how this all worked out good. Because you had it all lined up a certain way, and that's how it was supposed to work. And it did. So this is good. So far, so good. the next card that's going to flip. Yeah. Success. 6 of Wands. The situation, like they're making a big point that it's ending, but it's ending successfully. Completion is in the environment. Death is on your side. Logan. Hey. Logan. What are you doing? One moment, please. Sorry about that. I think he was trying to eat the bananas, which I don't know if that's good for cats or not, so I stopped him from that. Making a big point that things have to stop, or are stopping. In the environment, you have completion. So I'm getting like things are over. Things are ending very well. You got the death card on your side. Things are completely ending with this situation. Again, I think that's why I'm feeling like the Queen of Pentacles isn't going into the future. It's more about the past. Abundance. This is a really good ending. Things went really, really well. Very, very positive ending. Success. So this is all good. At this point, everything went well. Everything ended very lucratively. People did things your way. They saw at the end like, oh, I get why I get why we didn't move. I get why we didn't change this or like move that. I understand how it all came together correctly. Makes sense to me now. Very good ending. Very, very good ending. You're very, very happy. Other people seem happy too. It seems like a very good thing. Into the next here. We have one face down card. Ace of Swords. Another possibility comes in. Who's leading this next possibility, though? Because I'm feeling the Ace of Swords in the environment. I don't see you having complete control this time. This one's a little bit different. And when I'm feeling this come in, you have perception, kind of looking at this like, do I want to do this? Because this situation, you don't have the ability to plan it all and put it all in perspective and, what else can I say besides plan it all? Control. You don't have complete control. Because having complete control in this last situation, it was easier to have a success because, like, if somebody gave you pushback, you're like, no, we're not doing that. And you knew the total plan, you knew the total outcome, you knew where this was going to go into. In this situation, you got to work with others, and you're kind of like, I do want this to come forward. I do think this is a good idea, but with some of these people involved, we work differently. We think differently. I don't know if this is a good idea. There's also people on the other side here with complacency and impatience. People trying to push the situation forward. People they seem to have this, they might have a little bit of an axe to grind, which it's uncalled for. But kind of like, well, this time we're going to do it my way. And this time I have ideas about what to do. And this time it'll be a bigger success because I know how to do it this way. And it'll be so much better. There's this weird energy with that. I don't know if it's really warranted, but that's what I'm feeling. The energy I'm feeling here kind of feels like, it's kind of like somebody wanted to say before, couldn't have it. And now they're like, now's my time to shine. Now it's going to go my way. And you're going to see that I was right. It's one of those energies. I don't know, complacency and impatience. It's just, I don't know if I really like that energy together. But it's there in the environment. It's coming forward with service and the Six of Pentacles. Like, I do feel like you're giving into the situation and you're willing to help. But I feel like when I feel service in this situation, like, there's a lot of giving in the sense of, like, not wanting to do something but knowing it's the right thing. Not enjoying the service, but, like, this needs to happen, so I'll do it type feel. You're trying to help this next situation be a success because that's why you're involved with it. You want it to be a success. Like, you're trying to help it be a success. But I'm getting here, it's a lot of stress on you with the prayer. Kind of like, can I do this? Am I going to make it through this? The prayer makes me feel like you might get really upset with a couple people. And it's kind of like, am I going to lose my temper or not with these people? How invested in the outcome am I? And if I'm not going to be invested in the outcome, why am I going to bother being here? I feel like where this is going, what they're saying is like, the energy around you is disruptive. It's disruptive. Complacency and the impatience it's disruptive for your energy. This is not cohesive with your energy. It's not good with your energy. It seems like it's grating against it purposefully. It does feel like it's grating against yours purposefully. What are you supposed to do with this, quite frankly? Because I feel like it's very stressful. I just feel like it grates against your energy purposefully. Like it's trying to show you, like, I have the answers. I'll show you that I know what I'm doing. It's that type of attitude. And if you just kind of like fall back and just kind of let it go, flow with it, I just don't see that going any better for you. I feel like you got to pick your battles, but Capricorn's usually good with that anyway, in my opinion. Usually, I mean, pick your battles. Pick your battles. Definitely pick your battles. I feel like what you gotta do is look at the end goal, what you want it to happen, and just hold strong to the major pieces, and just let the other side let the other things kind of go, and let this other person deal with what they want to do. Pick your battles. That's the best I can say, because I feel like it's going to be annoying. It doesn't last too long, but the other energy here isn't really conducive. It's not cooperative, and that's the problem. I feel like that's the big problem. That's where it's ending. So they're just trying to give you the heads up, like, choose your battles. I feel like that's the whole thing. And I think they're giving you the heads up that this energy is just combative. And that's just literally what it is, and that's why it is. Like, we've already explained it. Anything else with this? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.